Hundreds of baby animals are now in the care of a wildlife rescue group in Rogers County. I just want to show you a few of these pictures. There's a fox kit there, and we've got a baby lynx there as well, and more of the little fledglings, the owls. Wild Heart Ranch is taking in a record number of orphans right now. 2 News reporter Will Dupree joining us live outside the shelter to explain why.
Well, the spring season, Karen, is known by another name here at Wild Heart Ranch. Volunteers call the next few months the orphan grind because resources are stretched so thin and there are so many rescues of baby animals.
There's nothing here than a baby beaver on a bottle.
This cute little guy came into the care of Wild Heart Ranch after someone found it abandoned on the side of a road. And for now, Annette King is having to feed it by hand.
Oh, it's a good bottle.
The beaver is one of more than 500 orphans already taken in here this spring, a record number that Annette expects only to climb.
Whatever our max is for the season, it happens in June. So we may have 600 or 700 or more babies in.
She says all the recent severe weather is partially to blame for the increase.
Babies are getting knocked out of trees, they're being flooded out of their dens. And people are finding them and helping them, and they're bringing them to wildlife rescues like ours.
The orphans include dozens of baby birds that all had to be fed by hand every hour. Cages are also filled with hundreds of baby possums as well as raccoons of every size. Nothing compares in cuteness, though, to the unlikely friendship formed between a baby fox and a bobcat.
We don't have Netflix out here in the country. We have this.
Because of the overwhelming number of orphans right now, the group's biggest concern is having enough money to keep up the care.
I think everybody assumes that everybody else is sending money and we don't need theirs. We need everyone. We really do. It's a huge undertaking.
Annette tries not to get too attached because eventually all these animals will end up back in the wild. But while they're here, she's teaching some a few new tricks.
Reach up here. Come on. There you go. Comb your hair.
Well, volunteers are desperately needed here at Wild Heart Ranch, especially with all the feedings. Reporting live in Foyle, Will Dupree, 2 News, works for you.
All right, thank you, Will. The Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation says if you do find newborn wildlife, it's really best to leave them alone. Agents say that many times the adult is typically nearby and will return when the perceived threat passes. Wildlife rehabilitators all across Oklahoma will take in injured wildlife, and we posted their contacts for you on our website.